How many Burlington Northern Cascade green locomotives are still being used by the BNSF Railway? That's the topic of today's video. So let's take a look at every Cascade green Burlington Northern locomotive actively being used on the BNSF roster. Well, that was a mouthful. We're going to start with the SD60Ms. We're going to progress by road number, highest to lowest on the BNSF roster. So first is BNSF 1439, an SD60M. Next is BNSF 1446, 1447, 1456, 1458, 1462, 1464, 1469, and lastly 1473. Now I just absolutely love these white face D60Ms. I think they're some of the sharpest looking locomotive paint schemes and just look in general that we've seen. And special shout out to out of county railfan for providing the footage for 1473. If you would like your footage featured in one of these videos, keep an eye out on our YouTube posts and join our Discord. Before I make these videos, I'm going to announce what the next video is. And if you would like your footage to be used, if it can be in the topic of our next videos, our upcoming videos, make sure to DM me or drop a comment. Next is BNSF 1507, a lone GP28M that is nestled in between SD60s and the SD40-2s. So now we're going to move into the SD40-2s, and this is by far the most impressive thing about how many Burlington Northern locomotives are left, because there's a lot, so let's get into it. Starting with BNSF 1652, 1656, 1657, 1660, 1670, 1686, 1693, 1697, 1781, 1787, 1790. How about 1832 or 1837, 1841, 1846, 1870, let me take a breath, 1914, 1915, 1922, 1927, 1933, 1935, 1940, 1943, 1953, 1958, 1962, 1964, another breath, 1968, 1972, 1979, 1981, and 1985. Wow. When I was compiling this video and doing the research on what Cascade Green Burlington Northern locomotives were still being actively used, I was blown away at the amount of SD40s that are still in their original paint schemes, their green paint schemes from the Burlington Northern. It's crazy to think that there's only, I think, 8 or 9 Santa Fe SD40s still in their paint compared to all these SD40s still in their paint by the Burlington Northern. So it's interesting. I believe there's only 27 total Bluebonnet or Yellowbonnet, whatever you want to call it, Santa Fe locomotives still in their paint being used by the BNSF Railroad. And we've already surpassed that just with a couple locomotive models. Okay, so now we're going to move into the meat of all the 4 axle units left. So I'm just going to kind of go through them all at once. And yeah, let's get into it. So first off, we got BNSF 2092, the GP38-2, 2093, and 2096, all GP38-2s. BNSF 2128, the GP38AC, and we got 2 more GP38-2s numbered BNSF 2322 and 2334. Next we got a couple GP39Es numbered 2745 and 2749. Next is a GP28M 2756, and there's only 2 GP28Ms, the one we read earlier, which was 1507. Interesting how far apart their road numbers are for the same model. Next is GP38-2R 2806, GP39M 2809, and then another GP39-2R 2833. And then we have two GP39Ms, 2873 and 2890. Now what's really cool about this next unit is it's a GP35, and you don't typically see these anymore. They've been gone for a long time. This unit is BNSF 2911. Pretty cool to see. One of the standouts, I believe, in this video, and was cool to come across this. Next we got GP39V. I don't understand what the V's for. Comment below if you can help me out with understanding that. And we got two of them. We got BNSF 2967 and 2982. Now what's cool about some of these 4 axles that I've listed off is I really like seeing the GP30 car body still in the BN paint. It's really cool to see. I remember being in Northwest Washington like 10 years ago and seeing one up by the Canadian border. And I was like, wow, I can't believe they still have those. And to see 10 years after that, all the way in 2026 now, that there's still some out there, so pretty awesome. So, all right, next we are going to continue with GP40 BNSF 3009. Another GP40M 3019, and then we're going to finish off with 4 GP50s, which are BNSF 3021, 3132, 3133, and 3158. Now what's interesting about 3158 is it's got a pretty funny looking cab. I don't believe that's the original cab. If anybody know anything about that, definitely throw that in the comments. It almost looks like one of those F7 rebuilds that Santa Fe did when they converted some of their F7s into switchers. Maybe this was involved in an accident or something. I have no idea, but comment below. I'm always interested in what these things are and what's the deal with it. So that is all the Burlington Northern Cascade green locomotives that I could for sure vindicate the best I could. So we got 9 SD60Ms, 33 SD40-2s, and 24 4-axle units, totaling to 66 Cascade green Burlington Northern locomotives still actively being used by the BNSF in 2026. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I think it's pretty impressive how there's still 66 compared to 27 Santa Fe yellow bonnets, blue bonnets, whichever you prefer to call them. That's very lopsided, and if anybody knows why that might be, throw that down in the comments. Did the Burlington Northern have an exponentially more amount of locomotives when they merged with the Santa Fe? That's something I don't know. I didn't grow up a big Burlington Northern or Santa Fe fan, so if anybody knows why there's so much more green than yellow and blue, let me know. Obviously there's still a lot of war bonnets out there, which would even out the numbers. But then you have the SD70 Max with the executive paint scheme by the BN. So then we're kind of back to this, what seems like a big lopsided numbers when it comes to the two railroads coming together and what's left. So found that really interesting. I really like doing this video, seeing all the footage, all the pictures. I've always enjoyed the Burlington Northern paint scheme, especially the white face SD60Ms and SD40-2s, and even the 4-axle units. Those are one of my favorite paint schemes ever, especially seeing them in the forest or somewhere that's really green. I don't know what it is, but it just makes them look really good. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. We also have new website, new merchandise. Consider supporting the channel in that way and getting some cool merchandise. I've been working really hard on it. Please comment what you would like to see next for future videos. I have a pretty good list, and I think you guys are going to be pretty excited about the content I make going forward, but I'm always wanting to add to it. I love your ideas, and like I said earlier, if you would like some of your footage featured in one of these videos, keep an eye on our YouTube posts and on our Discord, where I will announce the upcoming video when I start editing, when I start creating the video. And if you want your footage used, throw it in there. Hopefully I can grow, and all your channels and content can grow as well. Let's all grow. Hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate the support. See you guys next time. God bless.